showing you the process of how to juggle a soccer ball while sitting down. Have you ever wanted to amaze your friends? Learning how to juggle a soccer ball sitting down will help any athlete to improve their coordination. I have played soccer for 15 years with many different teams and coaches. I have put in many hours of practice weekly to learn the skills, such as the one that I'm about to teach you. Juggling a soccer ball while sitting down is a fun and useful trade, especially for soccer players. Today I'll be teaching you what equipment and attire you will need to get prepared, how to position your body correctly, and what to do once you get the ball into the air. First, let's talk about what you need to get started. Make sure you have the correct attire to begin practicing and that your soccer ball has a good amount of air in it. You must also make sure you have a spot with enough space to juggle, such as the one I am in. You will need to wear loose athletic clothing and soccer cleats or tennis shoes. This ensures that you have good mobility, and having the proper shoes ensures that you have a good, tough spot on your foot to hit the ball with. Shorts and a t-shirt will suffice when it comes to attire, such as the shirt that I'm wearing and the shorts like this that are loose. Again, make sure your ball has enough air in it so that it bounces when you hit it up with your foot. If it's flat, then it will not come back up into the air when you hit it. You will need enough room to stretch your legs in case you lose the ball, and so it won't bounce off and hit or break anything around you. A field, a driveway, or a large room with a lot of space will work well. According to professional soccer player Joey Matina, you want to wear a light breathable shirt, spandex shorts, and shorts that go above the knee, stretchy soccer socks, and your own choice of soccer cleats when playing. Now that we've talked about what you need to get started, we will now talk about how to position your body when you are preparing to juggle. Once you find a good spacious place to sit down, you will want to sit with your legs extended out in front of you. Position your palms face down and your fingertips away from you. You want to lift your legs from the ground into a 90-degree angle. You're going to want to lock your ankles and point your toes. This creates a good firm place for the ball to hit. You want to put the ball in between your feet when you're preparing to throw it. After you do this, after you throw the ball into the air, you want to get back into the position that I showed you with your legs at 90 degrees and your feet, your ankles locked and your toes pointed. This is a trick to make things easier instead of throwing the ball up in the air with your hands and trying to quickly get into position, which makes it hard to move your hands back behind you. Again, keep your ankles locked and your toes pointed. To sum things up, Andrew Henderson, World Football Freestyle Champion, said that the first thing you must do is sit down, put your arms behind you on the ground, make sure to point your foot down, and once you get started, you need to switch the ball from foot to foot. Now that we've discussed what you need to do to get started and how to position your body, let's discuss what you need to do once you get the ball into the air. You will want to throw the ball with your feet in the air. You will want to hit it with minimal force. Because if you hit it too hard, the ball will bounce away from you. Hitting with minimal force is tricky, but once you get used to it, you'll be able to make a lot of touches. You can practice this juggling sitting down by hitting the ball up once or twice and catching it, such as this. You'll catch it and you keep repeating the same motion. This will ensure that eventually you'll get your touchdown to where you can consistently increase your repetitions. 2010 World Champion in Freestyle Football, Anderson Salum, who is known as Azun, said it is also good to practice juggling sitting down in front of a wall so that the ball will bounce back to you when you lose control. This is something that you can decide as a soccer player for yourself, whether you prefer space around you to stretch out or if you want a wall in front of you so that the ball will bounce back and you won't have to chase it. Azun also said you can eventually learn some really stylish moves for sitting down juggling once you improve your touch. This includes around the world and other things like that. You can also use your head when it comes to sitting down juggling. In conclusion, you now know a fun way to increase your coordination, fitness, and impress your friends. You have learned what equipment and attire you will need to begin juggling, the correct body position, which is keep your ankles locked, your legs at a 90-degree, and your arms behind you. Your arms ensure that when you lean back, you'll have enough stabilization to keep your legs up. So now go out and practice. Over my 15 years of practice, I have learned that practice makes perfect.